days when I was broke. So guess what? In 2006, I was a co-owner of a mortgage business, a network marketing company, actually, right? And here's what happened, right? By doing that, I experienced a 2008 recession, a 2008 crash. And after that, I made a decision that whatever I did in the future, I wanted to find something that was recession proof. I wanted to find something that did not depend on any one person, any one company, or even any one country's economy. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I found it in the information that those of you who are new, you're about to learn about today. Now, what I'm going to do, first, before I do this, I'm going to do something. This gentleman didn't even know I was going to do this. And I want you guys to understand that the reason I'm on this call, the reason I think like 90% of you are on this call is because of one person who thought enough of me to say, hey, you know what, Andre? I know you're busy. I know you're doing this, you're doing that, but take a look at this information. And this gentleman reached out to me just like someone reached out to you to place you on this call today, to place you in front of this information. Ladies and gentlemen, that information, that call changed my life. And guess what? It changed where I live, what I drive, even the food that I can afford to eat. Think about that, even the food that I can afford to eat. And I'm just so thankful and grateful that I got the call and that I had the vision and the wisdom to act on the information. So what I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce a gentleman who once again is responsible for us all being here. This gentleman, him and his wife right now, they're spearheading this global movement all around the world, Rich Girls, Rich Guys Trade. Now, I want you to understand that this gentleman is someone, when he speaks, I mean, we all just take down copious notes and we listen. Why? He is an industry legend. He's been through all the road bumps, the obstacles, been through the tension, all the trenches. And you know what? The money washed him up, and now he's bulletproof, and he's helping myself, other people on this call that can even help you learn to understand how you can truly begin to build what? Not just to get by, not just to earn an income, learn a skill set that gives you and your family the opportunity to build and create true generational wealth. He is one of the top leaders in this industry and also in our company. He is a Chairman 50 leader. You're going to learn what that is in a few minutes. But without any further ado, I want to introduce my sponsor. He's very busy, but I think he got on this call. He's helping people all over the world, Mr. Lawrence Young.
Yes, sir. Mr. Campbell, how are you, sir?
Hey, Coach, if it gets any better, I'm going to start to worry, brother.
Excellent, man. Well, hey, man, definitely want to welcome each and every one of you ladies jumping on the call today to look at an awesome, awesome company that literally changed me and my wife our lives since we joined 4.5 years ago. And it's because of meeting great people like Mr. Campbell and all the lovely people that's on the call from our team all around the world. We were just open-minded at the time. And I remember when I first gave Andre a call about our movement, he said, listen, man, it makes sense. Let's rock and roll. Let's lock and load. And now thousands of people have come aboard our platform, and we're changing the lives of many people who are open-minded. I just got the call with a gentleman a minute ago, and he says, listen, man, I've always wanted to get in this particular space, but something else he was looking at was charging, I think it was like $10,000 to start. And I told him, I said, we have the most value out there as a company, and if you want to start your journey, you want to start your research, then what you're going to share over the next few minutes is the research. So, you know, this company's changed my life. It's allowed us freedom, time freedom, location freedom, more importantly, financial freedom to be in a position where you can live our life by design. So if you're on this call right now for the very first time, and you've been praying, you get on your knees praying for something, Lord, send me something. And then someone asks you to get on a webinar like this, who knows that this could be the thing that you've always prayed for. It could come in many, shapes, forms, and sizes, things that you never thought you would do. But guess what? You never know how that blessing is going to come your way. So when you look at this information, just absorb it in, make an educated decision if it's something you may want to do, and letting you know you guys are rocking and rolling with the, some awesome, awesome top tier leaders that are willing to take time to help you win at a high level. So I'll turn the call back over to you, Mr. Campbell. Thanks so much, my friend. Looking forward to partnering up with all the people who want to call.
Hey, thanks you, Coach. Thanks for all you're doing, brother, all you've done, all you're doing, and all you're going to do. We couldn't do it without you, would not be here without you, brother. We love you and appreciate you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, we're going to get right into the information. What I'm going to do very briefly, I'm going to go through and touch on a few of the points that I saw that gave me the insight and the information to make a decision. Either I was in or I was out, and I was in and I'm all in. Okay, what, everyone can see my screen, put a two in the chat. If you see my screen, 85%. If you see my screen, put a two in the chat, please. We got people on this call from all over the world. Hey, thoughts and prayers and well wishes go out to anyone affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. We're wishing everyone well. Stay safe out there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, listen, right now, throughout the world, I'm here in America, you know, people understand what's going on, you know. Even before this pandemic, people were dissatisfied with what they were doing and they were looking for a solution, looking for a way to really have a better quality of life. Now, I'm not going to go through and tell you all the reasons why you should look at this, why you should be looking to have more options, why you should dream again, because you know what? You already know that. You already understand that. You're living that life every day. Like I used to be in the same exact situation. This couple that you see here on the screen, you know, my friend, our business partners, Mr. Christopher Terry and his wife, Isa Delatorre, they've been doing this for over 25 years, right? And this is how we got here, right? This couple found a way to learn this skill set that I'm going to go over, and it changed their lives. They made a ton of money, and they were helping others make money doing weekend seminars and trainings. Guess what they decided to do? They decided to create the I Am Master Academy, and they wanted to leave a legacy. I want you to understand, this couple was not trying to earn money and get rich by educating people. They had already gotten money out of the way. They wanted to leave a legacy so people like yourself, like Alan, like Anna on here, and Neek, you know, Ahmed in the UK, myself, Mr. Greg White, that we can also participate and learn this information. Now, you may be saying, Andre, well, you know what? This is all new to me. It's foreign. I don't understand it. But guess what? I didn't understand this information at one time either. As a matter of fact, 95% of the people who get started with us had no prior experience or knowledge about these markets. So I want you to understand this couple right here is changing lives all over the world. The company will be 7 years old this coming July 4th. Right now, guess what? We have over 200,000 men and women who said, you know what? Yes, I'm in. We are doing this in over 100 countries around the world. So I want you to understand this is a global movement. Now, what are we doing? Very, very simple, ladies and gentlemen. What we basically found, we found 2 bags of gold, right? You have the opportunity to participate in both bags or one bag. It does not matter, right? The first bag of gold is $1 trillion a day markets, the foreign exchange market, which happens to be the largest financial market on planet Earth, the biggest. When I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, the largest on the planet? Right now, it's currently doing over $7 trillion every day. Think about this, right? Right now on this call, or if you're watching this recording, you may be located in Germany, Australia, South Africa, Netherlands, Scotland, Canada, Russia. It does not matter, what? Every country has currency. They have money. Do you understand whenever there's a fluctuation or a change between the price of 2 currencies, there's an opportunity for those of us who have learned this skill set to profit with it. This market is the most liquid market. It's open from Sunday to Friday, 24 hours a day. So that means most of us, I have a Galaxy Note 10 Plus, Android in the house. Put an A in the chat if you're a team Android. Put an I if you're an iPhone, it's all right. Android. That means I could take this phone and be anywhere in the world. Oh, all those A's, Android, Android, and be anywhere in the world and access the same markets as the banks, the insurance companies, and guess what? The billion-dollar hedge funds. Ladies and gentlemen, smartphones only came out in 2007. Before 2007, we couldn't do this. So you know what we're doing? We're doing the same thing that Uber does. Uber owns 0 cabs, and they're a billion-dollar company. Airbnb, 0 hotels. And look what they're doing. We are utilizing the power of technology to tap in. It gets even better, right? There is another market, digital currencies. Have you heard about Ethereum, you know, Litecoin, the big dog, Bitcoin? This is changing not only the way that businesses operate, but also the way we operate, send, and utilize currency, utilize money. It's the wave of the future, the blockchain technology. Guess what? We have it all within our educational platform. Now, how can you benefit from this information? How can you take advantage of it? This is what I want you to understand, right? You know, myself, after the military, you know, I went to college, got various degrees, IT degrees, MBA degrees, And I was learning to educate myself to do what? To earn a great income. I wasn't going to school just to become a professional student. I know some people do. They're always in school, another degree, another degree. I was going to better myself, to earn more income, to help my family. What I want you to understand, we have education, we have softwares, we have platforms, we have tools, we have apps, just like the apps on my phone right here, right? All these apps, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the apps, Facebook, IG, right? All the apps, what we've done is incorporate that into an educational platform that you can learn how to use. We have all the academies. Now, the great thing about this is this, right? While you're learning this information, going through our academy, recorded videos, recorded information, it's going to walk you through from A to Z, giving you the knowledge that the banks and the insurance companies have. As a matter of fact, I want you to understand this. If you have money right now in a financial institution, do you know what? They're utilizing your money to earn more money in these markets. This is not something, a theory. This did not just come up last week. This has been happening for hundreds of years. When I heard that, I was like blown away, because guess what? I had never heard about it. It wasn't taught to me in school. My parents didn't teach me this. I did not know this was going on. And that's why today, I just got off the phone with a lady last night, and she was just blown away. Andre, I had no idea. I said, guess what? I had no idea either. In the academy, you're going to go through the information. It's going to take you from step to step to step to educate you and teach you about what we do. So don't feel what, you have to have a special degree, special insight. We're helping people from all walks of life, law enforcement, healthcare workers, traditional, it does not matter, to the person who cuts the grass. We have people who are homeless who've taken this information and changed their lives with it. So it does not matter your economic status, your background, your demographics, it does not matter. Everyone who's willing to help themselves and learn, you can earn. Now, while you're going through the education and you're learning about how we trade gold, foreign exchange, crypto, stocks, binary options, guess what? We have live education 7 days a week, multiple languages. Because you know what? I know someone's on this call or seeing this information says, you know what, Andre, I'm a hands-on person. I need someone to sit with me and hold my hand and teach me this information. Ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about it. Once again, the same way you watch Netflix at home or you watch television, you can access on your phone, a tablet or computer, sit back and relax in the comfort of your home or on the beach or wherever you are. And these educators, 7 days a week, multiple languages, they're going to give you the knowledge and the insight of the world markets. And guess what? These calls, this training is interactive. You can ask questions, and many of them even give out trades while you're participating on these calls. So you're truly learning and earning at the same time. It is amazing. Once again, we have all kind of apps, all kind of tools, all kind of scanners. We're going to show you how to utilize them. Now, you may be wondering, like I was when I saw this, how much does it cost to get started? Listen, when I first saw this information, I was like, yeah, I probably can't do it because I didn't have the money. My money was funny that time. I was coming out of another business that had failed. So guess what? Chris Terry used to charge $10,000 and $15,000 just for weekend seminars for this information. I live here in South Florida. There's a school charging $13,000 just for the first 90 days of this information. $13,000. Ladies and gentlemen, you can get everything, the whole ball of wax, all the bells and whistles for only $325 one time to start. And with that, there is a monthly commitment that you pay that gives you continuous access to this information, continuous access to invest in yourself, learn a skill set that can change your life. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I do not do these calls just for the sake of doing these calls. I do these calls because this information has changed my life and the life of my families and many of the people on this call, perhaps my friend or business partner who invited you to view this information. That is why I do it. I'm simply just giving back. And that's why I'm so passionate about it. Now, if you say for whatever reason, Andre, you know what? Things are tough right now. For whatever reason, I don't have $325. Don't feel bad. There was a time I didn't have it either. As a matter of fact, I live in America where 4 out of 10 people do not have $500 cash for an emergency. Think about that. 4 out of 10 people, that was before the pandemic, do not have $500 cash for an emergency. And many of these people are working 1 and 2 jobs. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in that situation, you're at the point where you need to make a decision. So guess what? If 325 is too much, Chris Terry wanted to make sure everyone had an opportunity to get started, right? So what he's done, we have a platinum starter pack. It's just that, starter, to get started. This pack is only $235, and it's going to give you the basics tools to get started. You can upgrade later at your leisure, but the key thing is this, is to get started. Because I realized when Mr. Lawrence Young gave me the call, if I didn't make a decision to do something different today, my tomorrows were going to be just like my yesterdays. It gets even gooder and gooder. And guess what? Chris Terry also wanted to make sure that you can get this product for free, right? If you know 2 people like myself, 2 people who are looking for opportunity, 2 people who want to learn a skill set, 2 people who want to change their lives, and guess what? They can be in over 100 countries. If you sponsor them as a customer, your membership is absolutely free. You're learning and earning and getting everything for free. It gets even better. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand all the information I just went over has to do with one thing, one bag of gold, right? You coming in, going through the academy, learning, getting on Go Live TV every day or night, depending where you are, and learning. We're going to set you up with a demo account so you begin practicing in the markets before you even trade any real money. And you know what? When you get ready to go live, you can begin with as little as $25 in the market. $25 a trade, that's it. And we're going to show you how to gradually grow that income. Now, we are not an investment company. We don't take any funds. Past performance, no guarantee of future results. But I want you to understand people are winning with this system. If you're on this call and you're winning with this system, put a W in the chat. Put a W in the chat. Now, I mentioned 2 bags of gold, right? I just went over the first bag. Here comes a second bag of gold. It's called being an independent business owner or an IBO. Andre, what is that? What is that? It's very simple. Chris Terry said, Andre, when you come and you get started, if you like to share information, if you want to tell people like Ahmed Jamayandle over in the UK, like Gregory White, like Mr. Terry Wooten, guess what? The company is going to compensate me for my time and effort. When I had a 9-to-5 job, if I told people anything, I was only getting paid 1 income. That was it. So here's what it is in a nutshell. Very simple. We're going to move on, right? If you decide to become an IBO, once again, if you sponsor 2 people, that's your 2 for free. If you know just 1 more person and you sponsor them, congratulations, you can upgrade to IBO. It's only about $16 some change, $17. I don't even know what it is anymore. It's very little. And that gives you the ability to profit share with the company. I want you to understand, this is not a network marketing company. This is an educational platform that the CEO had the vision and the wisdom to attach a network marketing profit sharing component with it. Why? Because he realized that word of mouth is the most powerful form of advertising. He realized that instead of me being out and about today, hanging out, I would take the time to reach back and I could share this information because I would also become compensated. Guess what? I would share it for free because I love trading, as I do it full time, and this is all I do. But when you do that, congratulations, just with 3 individuals, you were considered a platinum 150. At that point, the company is going to pay you an extra, this is extra, on top of your trading, $150 a month, which is paid out every Friday. Yesterday was what? Payday. If you got paid yesterday as an IBO, put a big P in the chat. If you got paid yesterday, put a P in the chat. Some people got some heavy pay. Pepe Toe Platinum. Congratulations, brother. Ching ching. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, back there. Focus, Andre, focus. Okay, so that means $37.50 is a Platinum 150. It gets even gooder and gooder. When those 3 people told a few, the team then grew to 12 people. Guess what they said? Andre, you're a Platinum 600. I said, Platinum what? 600. That means now $600 extra per month, $150 per week. Now you may be saying $150 is not a lot of money, but guess what? If $150 was missing from my paycheck when I had a job, there'd be a problem. But here's what I want you to understand, right? Do you understand as a Platinum 600 that you just gave yourself a $7,200 a year raise just by helping 12 families, and they could be in anywhere over 100 countries. And all you sponsors, how many? Was just 3 people. That was it. The power of duplication. Many people on this call, many people watching this recording, my question to you is this, right? If you still have a job, nothing wrong with a job was created to help you earn a living, not to help you become wealthy. It was created to help the owners become wealthy. But if you still have a job, what do you have to do to receive a $7,200 a year raise? Do you understand that most people are going to work the next 10, 20 years and they will not receive that? Here, by plugging into this system, which stands for Save Yourself Time, Energy, and Money, you now have an additional blueprint, an additional bag of gold to build and create wealth. It keeps going. When your team grows a team of 30 or Platinum 1000, congratulations. Every Friday, like clockwork, an extra $250, right? Platinum 2000, $500. Platinum 5,000. My partner, you're going to hear from him today, Mr. Greg White, has hit this position by helping other people. Right now, Friday, he received $1,250. Ladies and gentlemen, that is $60,000 a year here in the United States. We have people coming out of college, out of universities, 1 and 2 degrees, multiple degrees, and they're not earning $60,000 a year. I want you to understand this income is residual. It comes in, you're getting paid now over and over for doing something one time. I got a partner you're going to hear from later on this call, Mr. Ahmed Jama Ayanle over there in the UK, my right-hand man. Right now, guess what? Everybody put a 10 in the chat. Put a 10 in the chat for Ahmed Jama Ayanle, Chairman 10. What does that mean, Andre? That's the first executive rank of leadership in the company. That means right there, he is a $10,000 a month earner, 6 figures a year in America. That puts him in the top 10% of income earners in the entire country. That's a round of applause. That rank takes dedication, desire, commitment, and hard work. But hey, guess what? When we were working on the 95 jobs, we were working hard anyway. Right now, I believe we're working smarter. We're learning the #1 income skill set in the world and also positioning ourselves with another bag of gold by helping people. Myself personally, through the hard work of my upline, my sideline, my downline, many of the people on this call, I was also able to attain that rank. Chairman 25 goes up. Chairman 50, if you remember, I mentioned earlier that Mr. Lawrence Young, the gentleman who called me and told me about this opportunity, he is a Chairman 50. Put a 50 in the chat for Mr. Big L, Lawrence Young, Chairman 50. Guess what does that mean, Andre? That means yesterday, Friday, when that payment hit, ching, ching, $12,500. Think about that. What would an extra 12, and that's weekly, an extra $12,500 do for you and your family? It'll take off some pressure, buy a few more groceries, women a few more shoes, Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is about having more options in life, having a roadmap. It gets even gooder and gooder, all the way to the top, Chairman of 500. We already have 3 people who've already hit that rank. This is not theory. That means every 2 months, they're literally a new millionaire. And this is without the trading profits. There's a ton more money to earn in the trading. This is additional income that's guaranteed week in, week out, if you're willing to, open your mouth and share some information just like we do everything else. And that's really it for what we do. It's very simple. We got 2 bags of gold. Once again, 1 is to learn how to trade in these markets. Number 2 is just to share the information and prosper. Now, without any further ado, what I want to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring on a gentleman I got a ton of respect for. As a matter of fact, I am where I am because of the help, the dedication, and the efforts of this gentleman. He's a family man, he's a husband, and he's a leader in his own right. He and I met, and I said, hey, look, brother, I'm about to go on a run with this. And he said, you know what? I'm going to run with you. And we basically locked arms, and we've been running ever since. And guess what? We're just beginning. We're about to take this thing to a whole new level all around the globe, all around the world, and help literally thousands of people learn about this information that we're doing. Now, guess what else? He has taken this information. Not only is he building a global team, he's also become a top trader with this information. That means he can go on his phone, his tablet, his computer, and matter of fact, he's calling out trades, giving out trades, helping other people prosper. That's what we do. We're not keeping this information to ourselves. There's enough money in the world for everyone. So without any further ado, I want to bring on Mr. Chairman Tim himself, a leader in the industry. He knows 100% of the facts of this business. He's helping a lot of people. He's earning a lot of money, and he likes to have fun also. My friend and business partner, Mr. Ahmed Jama Ayanle. What's up, champ? Let's go.
First and foremost, I just want to give it back to you. That was an absolutely amazing presentation. And yeah, I wouldn't be here without you, man. I want to let everyone know that, you know, this guy right here changed my life. And without him, I don't know where I'd be. So let's give a 555 in the chat, guys, for Andre Campbell for, you know, sharing an absolutely amazing presentation on how you can change your life today. Awesome, awesome. Guys, all my life, I just want you guys to know, all my life, I went by the phrase, how you do anything is how you do everything. I want you to understand, I didn't have the time, but I made it. I didn't have the knowledge, but I found it. I didn't have the confidence, but the confidence came in producing results. I had a lot, you know, going against me, but yet again, I had a lot going for me. I had plenty of excuses, but I choose, you know, not to use any of them. My name is Ahmed Jama Ayanle, and my story is very, very simple. You know, I got introduced to work from home industry back in 2003 at 18 years of age. I had no business being in business. And, you know, I failed and I failed and I failed to where I am today. You know, all my life, you know, I lived an average lifestyle in a council estate. You know, my old man worked 3 jobs. My mom had a hands full, you know, raising 8 kids, both combined, you know, did not make $2,000 a month. You know, both my parents sacrificed everything, you know, to leave their country, to give us a better future. And it was my duty to take every opportunity that came my way to change my family's life, okay? Now, when you come from nothing, that is all the motivation that you ever need to become, you know, everything that you ever wanted to be, okay? I was told to go to school, get an education, get a degree, live a great life working 40 hours a week, 40 years of my life to retire on 40% of what I save, okay? Now, you know, I came to the realization, you know, that was a complete lie. I worked in a corporate world for almost 2 decades, living paycheck to paycheck, month after month, year after year, okay? And, you know, I remember falling into the same trap as my old man, working 2 full-time jobs. I would work 9 to 5 in a bank, 8 until I fainted as a security guard, right? And I was leaving the house when my daughter was asleep, coming back home when she was getting ready to go back to sleep, okay? And, you know, I missed my first daughter's first steps, first words, first everything, all because I was too busy making a living that I forgot to live. Now, I don't know about you, but the definition of an insanity is doing the same thing again and again and again and expecting something different. So I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to make the same mistake again. And we were expecting our second daughter about 3 months away. And that's when I realized for things to change, I had to change. Otherwise, I will continue to work until I die, right? We all have one thing in common on this call. That's 168 hours a week. Don't give 40, 80, or 90 hours a week, right, to a job, a business, or someone that won't ultimately grow you. You know, I'm forever grateful for Andre for sharing his opportunity with me, and it has completely changed my life. And it's my duty, you know, to share this with a lot of people. And I wouldn't be here, you know, for leaders like Ali, you know, Simon, you know, Papito, Andre, Greg White on this call, Lawrence, Tamara, Alice, Bertrand, you know, from the Netherlands. You know, my business is exploded all around the world because I found a better way, right? The journey wasn't easy, but I promise you it was so worth it. If an average, ordinary person like myself, you know, was living an average life, can come into this business and do extraordinary things, right? Then you can too. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past, whether you went to Yale or just came out of jail. Like, if you can conceive it, you can believe it. I promise you, there's nothing to stop you from achieving it. The best thing, you know, today is that I don't have an office. I don't have employees. I don't have any overheads that come in with traditional businesses. You know, I live like this 6 Saturdays and 1 Sunday. I wake up when I'm finished sleeping, work with whom I want, when I want, travel the world, live in a laptop lifestyle, okay? Now, my reality today is better than my dreams was when I was broke, busted, and disgusted over 3 years ago, right? I'm just an ordinary guy living an extraordinary life. I don't want to leave. I just want to leave you guys with one last statement, right? You know, we're going to be remembered for one generation, we're going to be, we're going to be loved for one generation, remembered for the second generation, and quickly forgotten by the third generation. So what kind of a legacy do you want to leave behind? Because the most expensive place on earth is the cemetery. So many ideas that died that never came to fruition. Okay. And if you're seeing this information today for the very first time, I want you to understand that this is a life-changing opportunity. Whatever you were praying for, hoping for, wishing for, you're seeing it right now. All you need to do is take action. Go back to the person that's referred you and just get started. If it's not you, then who? If it's not now, then when? And if it's not this, then what? Over back to you, Andre.
Hey, brother, everybody put a 10 in the chat for Chairman 10. Mr. Ahmed Jamayandle put a 10 in the chat. He threw down. He's doing his thing. Hey, listen, if you're on that part of the world, I want you to get with this gentleman, lock arms with him. If you're fortunate enough to be a part of his team, congratulations. You got a proven leader. And once again, we're just warming up. We're just getting started. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring a gentleman on. He didn't know I was going to call him today because you know what? We had the flyer made. He was so busy helping many that he didn't even have a chance to get on the flyer. But he's also an integral part of what we're doing over there in the UK on that part of the world. I call him the professor. Some of you may know him. He's been on a lot of the calls. This guy has like the perfect voice. I told him he should be doing Hollywood or something. So I want to see if Ali has made it a call today. Ali, you on there, brother?
I certainly am. I certainly am. Thank you very much for the kind words, Andre. I really do appreciate it. I'm not looking as sharp as I normally look right now, guys, because of the quarantine conditions. I'm sure you can understand. I'm needing a trim, so I've got my beanie on. But I want to thank each and every single one of you guests for coming on tonight. I saw the same information that you guys are seeing 3 years ago. And in fact, me and Ahmed actually started at a similar time. You know, I was just one open-minded guy. You know what I mean? I always knew that there were better ways of making money out there. I just didn't really know where to begin. And so when I got the call to take a look at some information, I was like, yeah, let's jump on a call. It was 1 a.m. I still remember I had a look at the same information you guys had a look at. It just made a lot of sense to me. This is an industry that the banks are using every day to make money. They are trading your money every day. It only makes sense for you to take that control back. And instead of letting the bank trade your money and make billions of dollars off it and giving you nothing in return, you learn that skill yourself and you can make as much as you want. There's a saying, give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day, teach him how to fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime. That's what we aspire to do here at IM Academy. We are here to teach you guys everything that you need to know about the foreign exchange market so that you can become financially independent. And not only that, guys, not only are we learning about the market and making a lot of money this way, we're impacting a lot of people's lives all around the world. I mean, I just got off a call recently with someone out in Oklahoma. And then before that, I was on a call with someone who lives in Malawi. Okay. I mean, we're really changing lives out here, guys. People are, looking to, create an additional income stream. And I think a lot of people right now have come to a realization that a job isn't enough. It took a pandemic. It took COVID-19 to wake some people up and make them understand that, hey, your job isn't as safe as you think it is. So if you're looking at this for the first time today, do what I did. I jumped in before I was ready. You don't need all the facts and the figures right now. You will learn as you go along. That's what I did, guys. And I'm very grateful that I did because it's honestly changed my life. And, it's changed so many people's lives that I've worked with. So with that being said, everyone, that's enough for me, but get started today, guys, and join the team and start making money with us. Back over to you, Coach.
Hey, thanks a lot, Professor. We appreciate you, brother. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this recording, we have people from all around the globe. We're going to keep this thing going. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to bring on some people who in a short period of time, ladies and gentlemen, have been having phenomenal success with the products, with the tools, with the system, even with also sharing this information. And what they're going to do, I'm not going to do it. They're going to tell you their name, their location. If they're also an IBO with the 2 bags of gold, they're going to give you a rank. They're also going to tell you who their favorite educator is. Once again, we have over 100 men and women, 7 days a week, multiple languages, teaching us the skills, teaching us how to fish, right? They're also going to tell you about their favorite product. We have many products here, a lot of different ways for you to operate. We do gold, oil, silver, futures, binary options, currencies, so many different, even stocks, right? And they're also going to give a testimonial on, what this opportunity, what this information has meant to them. So the first person I want to go out to, this is a superwoman. This is someone I haven't met personally yet in life, but every time I see her on social media, she's getting the word out. just passionate about sharing this information. So I want to go out to Miss Kim Stegeman right now. See if she's on the call. She made it a call today. Let me see if Kim is there. We may have to unmute her. You should be able to unmute yourself, Kim, if you're there.
Hi, Andre. Can you hear me?
Hey, loud and clear. There you are. We can hear you.
Perfect. First, I want to give it back to you. Thank you so much for this amazing call. Like, I'm so happy that everyone is here right now and that they can actually hear about this opportunity. So thank you very much for that. I will first like to introduce myself a little bit. I'm Kim Stegeman. I'm 22 years old and I am from the Netherlands. Since I started this journey, I have literally been able to change my life completely. I'm currently in the position of Platinum 150 in the company, but this is only the beginning, guys. This is only the beginning. So what Andre mentioned, I'm gonna call some things that I've been experiencing in this company and in this platform, and I wanna share it with you. So within this platform, I have a few amazing educators that I follow, and this has helped me to master the skills of trading. So for example, Kimberly Torres, she has definitely changed the game in trading indices. She is literally a beast. Her energy is on the next level. And her way of trading is so easy that it's literally applicable for anyone. So that's amazing. With her becoming a part of Gold Cup, it has even made this tool more important, like more powerful than it already was in the beginning. So this has literally helped me so much in becoming a better trader, but also becoming a trader in indices itself. So what I realized from the moment that I decided to join this opportunity is that with the amazing education combined with amazing mentorship and guidance by all the professional leaders, but also professional traders, it was only up to me if I was going to make this a success. It was not up to anyone else because the company is there, the education is there, the guidance is there, the mentorship is there, but it's only up to you how far you want to come in this company, how far you want to come in life. So for me, IM has completely changed the game. It has completely changed my life in every aspect. My financial situation, but also my mindset and my circle. So it's a true blessing to be here and to be able to help and inspire, empower everyone around the world. And right now, Andre, I want to give it back to you. And I want to thank you again for me being a part of this and for bringing me on today.
Hey, thank you and congratulations, Platinum 150. Everybody put a 150 in the chat for Kim. Platinum 150 on her way to chairman. Listen, every chairman was once a Platinum 150. I remember when I was a Platinum 150. A Platinum 150, that's a first stepping stone to doing great things. Kim, we appreciate you, we congratulate you, and we're looking forward to you doing bigger and better things as you spread this movement around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep it moving. The next gentleman I want to go out to is someone I met, a guy I got a lot of respect for. This gentleman has experience in this industry. He's done various different things. Him and his wife, they travel all over the world, very professional. They came in and he's turned into an amazing trader. Every time I get on the call, he's there in the cockpit, in the lab, got the chairs at the computer screens, just crushing the market. And he's also building a global movement here in the US, also down in the islands. I'm gonna let him tell you all about that. So I want to see if Mr. Terry Wooten has made the call today.
Hey, Andre, how you doing? Can you guys hear me fine?
We could hear you, champ. I see your brother in the cockpit, in the driver's seat.
I am indeed. Well, first of all, man, I want to say, first of all, thank you for having this call on a Saturday for us. We do appreciate it. I know my team is excited. I'm looking at the head count here. I love it when they show up and show out. I just want to say thank you to Mr. Young. Always good to see you on the call. Anytime I can say something in front of him, I get a little nervous, so bear with me. Ahmed, I'm a big fan, man. Ahmed, I'm a big fan. I can't wait to meet you guys over there. And obviously with Greg down here who's helping us out. My name is Terry Wooten. I'm here in Sunrise, Florida. Had the opportunity to join this company twice, believe it or not. The first person that signed me up quit. I followed them. Biggest mistake of my life. Picked up the phone one day, called Andre. It was in the back of my head that I think I made a mistake by listening to a quitter. So let that be an advice, guys. Let that be an advice. Don't do that. And it changed my life. I'm at the proud rank of P600, a stone throw away from P2000. I believe we're going to skip P1000. So we're excited about that. We're going to make that happen. My favorite educator, Obviously, I just kind of tell you real quick, Andre, my day. My morning time, I wake up in the morning, I start off about 8 o'clock with Lex Waves, right? Start off with about that. And then about 9 o'clock, I maybe not for signals, but just get my mind right, because I learned that you got to get your mind right when you open up these charts. And then I move on into Kimberly Torres at 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, Kimberly and Luke, obviously. Yeah. And then I make sure the whole team is paying attention to Abel Melendez at 11 to get you that knowledge, that firm key. And I like to watch him as well. Pretty much if I miss him, I do the replays with Go Live. My favorite product would be obviously Go Live by Brada. I read not too long ago that every millionaire has a routine. And I make sure that I stick to my routine. My routine is I'm constantly with checking my vibrator for the assistance that we get with the trade ideas from you, Mr. Campbell. Thank you. I'm literally getting a shirt that says Andre Campbell pays my bills. I'm getting a shirt that says that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not in the business yet. But when you get in this business, you will know what I'm talking about. And it's because you got to get the education on how to take those signals, because some people can take signals and may not be as successful as others taking the same signal. And then once you get educated that this company teaches you, you kind of you start having different languages. And I'm thankful for this business in so many different ways. Real quick, one of the ways I'm thankful for the business, and within my household, my conversations are different. In my household, because of these things right here, cell phones. Not too long ago, someone told me that I could learn how to make money on my cell phone, turn pennies into dollars. And I believed them. And thank God for that. And my last thing is my little, I guess, an income. I was trying to think of maybe an income testimony, because I got so many. Mr. Campbell. It's almost heartbreaking. But I'll tell you this testimony that just happened to us last week, and happened to us again today, believe it or not. My wife and I, before this business, we was looking to buy a home here in Sunrise, Florida, and our max was going to be the VA max. Because I'm a vet, I was going to be about $450,000 for my new home that we're looking to shop. This was before this business, not too long ago. And obviously, after taking advantage of the system that we put ourselves in place for, that max has gone up to. We just looked at a house which was 1.1. We looked at another house which was 900,000. And it wasn't a dream, you know. We used to do a thing called dream building. Now we're actually shopping, and it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. My wife and I, we have to take time back and check back and say, can you believe the possibility that we have in our hand right now? Because someone shared this opportunity with me, and I believe them. So for that, I'm so thankful. I'm absolutely blown away with this business, the opportunities. Last income testimony. Put money in the bank yesterday, Andre. I wasn't going to say, but you mentioned this in the presentation. Put money in the bank yesterday. They said it was too much, that I can't access my own money until May 27th. So now I have to go Monday and call them and say, hey, why can't I access my own money until May 27th? Isn't that something, this banks? But I appreciate that, guys. The next time you hear that testimony, I should be doing that from the living room of our 7-figure house. I'm trying to get that. My wife and I, we're on 2 different wavelengths. I'm thinking 8, 9, invest, build. And but not too long ago, it wasn't even a thought, because I was accepting where I was in life. And I had already in my mind accepted that, hey, I'm not doing that bad. All those things I wanted as a kid, that was for someone else. Hey, I'm not doing that bad. So, Andre, my future's so bright. I got to wear shades, brother. Back to you guys. Lawrence. We're going to get it done, brother. We're going to get it done, Mr. Young. Promise you that.
Well, hey, brother. Hey, listen, first and foremost, thank you for your service. Everybody put something in the chat. I don't know what to put in there. Just put something in the chat. That was powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you're watching this recording, if you're on this call, this is what it's all about, having more options in life. That testimony was powerful, brother. Listen, first and foremost, he mentioned Abel Melendez. You guys should be taking down copious notes. These are men and women on the education side of the platform who teach you every single day how to do the skill set, how to earn, how to learn. So once again, you now can upgrade your belief, your level about the car you're going to drive to home. Listen, when I had a 9-to-5 job, I can only afford the car that job said I can afford. That was it. Live, only work, buy the food. That was it. Money controls everything we do. You know, he also mentioned that every millionaire has a routine. Everyone should have a routine. We do the same things, wax on, wax off, routine. And as you learn the system, guess what? It becomes routine. You learn how to trade, how to do these things, how to withdraw. To put so much money in the bank that they put a freeze on his money. Isn't that something? Wow. Wow. It's amazing. Those are the kind of problems you want to have, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the kind of things you want to worry about. Not, going to the bank and seeing the withdrawal fee like I used to have. I used to get that thing in the mail, withdrawal fee of $35. I'm like, man. But now have a whole different thing. Kim mentioned Kim Torres, also Gold Cup, Luke Longmire. Let me see. Terry also mentioned Lex Waves. Once again, write these names down. When you go into the Go Live, find these educators, plug in. They're giving you the knowledge to change your life, not only to change your life, but to change generations' lives. We're going to keep this thing going. Once again, brother, we appreciate you, your team down there, St. Lucia, all over the place. And we want to congratulate everyone on this call. I saw my man Bertrand jump on the call also. Okay, the next person I'm going to go out to, this young guy, he was here, him and his team. Last year? We were here hanging out in South Florida, went out to eat, just had a good time. This person is someone I got a lot of respect for because I see his passion, his desire, his drive every day. As a matter of fact, we spoke on the phone today. I'm a runner. I went out and ran a few miles. He ran a 5K, just making it happen. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce someone who's up and coming. Look for this man. You're going to see him all over the world. He has awesome presentations. As a matter of fact, the French presentation on the front of cmprofits.com, he is the one who is behind that. He's done it and just helping his team and spearheading. So I just want to introduce this gentleman, Mr. Simon Charles. What's up, champ?
How you doing?
Hey,
Can you
brother,
hear me?
I'm fired up, brother. I'm fired up.
I'm fired up as well. I'm fired up as always. When I can hear, I'm in Scotland. I'm actually not from Scotland. I'm from Belgium. So hi, everybody. My name is Simon, 23 years old. Okay, young of age, but I'm actually hungry. I'm 23 years of age right now, but inside I'm actually 50 years old. Because this company allowed me to change my lifestyle. You may see me that way right now, but you do not the kind of lifestyle that I live. I never push and come claims. I never show exactly my results. But the thing is, I'm telling you guys, if you guys plug into the system, I'm telling you the first educator to watch is Curtis Cobain. So why Curtis Cobain on Go Live? Simply because he's going to teach you the skill. Because as you can see, I Am Master Academy not only is going to teach you the skill, but it's going to allow you to make a profit while you're focusing on learning. So the thing is, what do I utilize as a tool? I utilize Mr. Andre Campbell. He's not taking credit for himself, but for everybody right here is actually banking with Andre. Can you please type in the chat, Mr. SPX, because he's the one to follow on the trades. Vibrata, simply, copy and paste. Copy and paste. That's all you have to do. Utilizing Andre's trade, pay your bills with it, and focus on learning the skill. Because believe me, right now, the position that you're going to be in the next 90 days is not going to be the same position as you are. Personally, if I come back to my story, is that first of all, I cannot speak English 3 years ago, and today I speak English even better than French, because French is my language. But why do I so utilize? Is I impact people through this, because I really want to give it back to the whole team, I want to give it back to the team that lives in Canada, in Nigeria, in Switzerland, in France, Los Angeles, all the people that are in the team. Not only for that, but simply for changing the lifestyle as well. Because guess what, guys? You're going to make money on I Am Master Academy, but that's not the end goal. The end goal is to change some life, because you can change life. You can impact people and you can help them live a better lifestyle. Don't you want to be the one that actually is on the testimonial of somebody that changed the life? Because believe me, impacting other people's life is way better than having a bill. Having a bill is good. You're going to spend it. But right now you have something that's going to live on for generation and generation and generation is your name, because you die twice on this world. You die once physically, and the second time you die is the last time your name has been mentioned. So when is the last time you want a name to be mentioned? In the next couple of years or in the next couple thousand years? That's pretty much all I have to say. I wouldn't want to give it back to you, Andre. I'm really grateful to learning from you, from taking the trade from you, from learning from this industry. But once again, guys, Curtis Cobain is the one to watch on Go Live, okay, under DCX, if you want to trade like the bankers, I'm taking back the money they're taking from me, I'm taking back the money they take from me from Curtis Cobain. So thanks again.
Wow. Hey, brother, we appreciate you. You got words of wisdom for 23 years old. And once again, that was Curtis Cobain. Awesome traders, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to learn about Fibonacci, get on there, Curtis Cobain. Matter of fact, we're going to have him on the call maybe next week. We're going to have more calls coming up. But once again, follow Curtis. Hey, Simon, brother, we thank you because you're just spearheading a big movement and you're helping a lot of people around the world. And we know only bigger and better and great things are in the works for you. We're going to keep it moving. The next person we're going to bring on is another superwoman, always fired up, always passionate, giving words of wisdom. She is on a trek. Matter of fact, we were together last year down in Dallas, had a great event. And she's someone I got a lot of respect for because I see this young lady day in, day out, committed, passionate, religiously, consistently going about her business to really change lives. And we definitely appreciate and applaud and congratulate her. So I want to introduce, let me see if she's on the call. She goes by the name of Anique. She is unique. We're going to bring on Anique to the call. Let me see if she's on here. Anique Bartley.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Superwoman? We can hear you.
Hey. Thank you so much, Andre. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. I mean, this presentation has been mind-blowing. Sign me up again. I just love the way you just showed the information. Guys, if you got a lot of value from Andre just showing that information, please put some 111s and just appreciate him giving his time to us and showing us how we can literally build financial wealth. Now, I've been in this business now for 3 years. To tell you the truth, when I first started, I did not take it seriously whatsoever. I'm not too sure if it's because it was so cheap to get started. I didn't actually realize what kind of platform this was. I didn't actually realize the impact that this company was having on people. And I mean, what we are trading, this company has been around for hundreds of years. I'm not talking about the IM Academy, but Forex. Do you know what I mean? And IM Academy is literally allowing people to learn the skill and live financially free. When I first started, the charts looked like Chinese to me, like Chinese, literally. I used to look at the charts and I used to just close back my computer. I can't learn this, but I knew people were making it. I knew people were eating from this. I knew there was so much money out there, but I just didn't understand it. I said to myself, Anique, about 2 years down the line being here, I was like, you need to start. You need to start watching these charts. You need to literally get this thing moving because otherwise you will be working for someone for the rest of your goddamn life. Excuse the French. And the thing about it is, seeing other people win motivated me because if they can do it, if it's been done once, my days, it can be done again. So I said, I need to learn this skill. So I started off with the swipe coin, swipe trades, which they just send trades to you and you just copy and paste and you just literally make money from it. I mean, sometimes people, because it sounds so simple, people just don't do it. It's so easy to do, but people just don't do it because they just don't. And that was me. Now, one of my favorite products right now is the Harmonic Scanner. I'm not too sure if you guys know Bindish. Those are actually part of the company already. He really goes in when he actually talks about the Harmonic Scanner. And I've learned so much from him. And I'm really grateful for this skill that I'm literally learning every single day. This is forever that I'm going to be learning this. You can never perfect the skill. There's always something to learn. And I'm just grateful to be around amazing leaders like yourself, Andre, like Lawrence Young, you know, Kamara Young, his amazing wife, you know, showing women how they can win. When you see other women winning, as a woman, you get excited and you're just like, whoa, I can do this too. This platform, guys, if you are seeing this for the first time and you let this slip through your fingers, my days. You know, you've got eyes to see, but my days, you're blind. This is changing lives. It's impacting the globe. We haven't even scratched the surface yet, but what we are doing is mind-blowing. Thank you so much, Andre, for allowing me to speak on this and keep doing amazing work, keep changing lives, and I'm right behind you. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for being a part of this movement and for just giving back. Everyone can feel your passion. Sign me up again. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're so passionate. That's why we're so thankful and grateful for this information, for this skill set, for this opportunity. We're going to keep it going. Hey, listen, the next gentleman I'm about to bring up, this is my right-hand man here in South Florida. He's one of the first people when I got the call that I told about this information. As a matter of fact, right now he's down here in South Florida, out here having, I think it's a birthday party with his family, enjoying the weather and everything. But he still made time to jump on this call and share the information. I want to bring on Mr. Greg White.
Andre Campbell, can you hear me?
We can hear you, champ.
Quarantine got me grayed up, but guess what, man? It's got me grayed up, but I Am Master Academy got me stayed up. Guys, I want to say welcome to this call. I'm super excited, guys, to be able to just share, just my little experience to be able to partner with Mr. Andre Campbell. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Greg White. They call me G Money down here in South Florida. Yes, I am a P5000, and by August, I'll be a Chairman 10 in this organization. Right now, because I'm plugging in to professionals like Mr. Lawrence Young. Definitely shout out to you, Coach, you and Mr. Tamara Young. Definitely, Andre, thanks for your patience. Thanks for everything, man. Let me just say this, guys, is that, when we join this business and when we're exposed and we're enrolled into something, there's somebody that's assigned to you to be able to take you to the next level. And just getting that phone call from Andre at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was in Spokane, Washington, and the relationship that I have with Mr. Campbell was just like this, because I know of his credibility. I am not the one that questioned and researched and did everything else. I wasn't that person, for $200-300 the question. I got the call. I respect him enough that he told me he had found something that's on the internet that can make us a small fortune. Was I in? Was I open to looking at it? I'm like, absolutely. I said, Andre, well, what does it take? What does it cost? He said, listen, man, I'm in it. Just got started. And, he told me the cost. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, I tell you what, it's $300. He knows my first, last name. He knows all that stuff. I'm like, here's the credit card. Just sign me up. We'll talk about it tomorrow when I get up, explain the details. That's all I need to know. What I will say, guys, as it relates to the journey of hitting P5000, it's a journey that make you really want to quit. It's hard, because you do a lot for a lot of people. And it's almost like the pastor that's at the church. You're helping a lot of people, and when things don't go their way, when things don't happen in a timely fashion, things, people would really like. It's been a lot. We've had people to come and go. We've had people to quit. We've had people to switch. We've had people that have been infiltrated. And it doesn't matter if you fly all across the country. It doesn't matter what you pull out. And when you sign up for this business, right, like I did, I almost blamed Andre Campbell for not having success. I did. I almost blamed Andre because I felt like he could have did more for me when I paid, and I wasn't even doing more for myself. My life was on my life terms. I was working a job. I wasn't plugging in. I wasn't responding to anything. And then, as it relates to when I was convenient and I wanted to call him, and he sent me to some videos, and he showed me, hey, Greg, this is the way, and I appreciate that, because if it wasn't for that tough love, if it wasn't for you just, putting me in that position to go find it for myself, just pointing me to instead of holding my hand. A lot of people, guys, you can't hold anybody's hand in this thing. If they want it, Andre Campbell's taught me, you can never say the wrong thing to the right person, period. So this is what I discovered. Surrounding myself with leaders, surrounded and listening to what they're listening to, following their path, just being humble, open, and coachable. If you're not humble, open, and coachable, nobody can help you. If you are humble, open, and coachable, nobody can stop you. Guys, you have to start right there. You have to be able to latch on to someone. And even when you don't understand it, right? That's cool. Just keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. So let me just tell you, my favorite educator when I started this business, and I'll say this to every person that's on this call, to every new person, to every prospect that's on this call. If you are a guest, first of all, we don't expect you to understand anything that we're talking about. We just want you to know that it's available. Just it. So if you have a pen, write that down. Say available. That's all we want you to know. We don't want you to know anything. This is Greek. This is new. So as our guest is on the call, we don't expect you to walk away, just clapping your, jumping up and clapping your feet, because we know you don't know, just like we didn't know. But what I did know, that there were people that was doing it. What I did know is that the industry, as it relates to what banks were doing with money, was real. What I did know is I did not know how to do it. And what I did know was this, that was available for me to have access to it. That's all. And because of those facts, ladies and gentlemen, I made a decision that was $300. And it wasn't the toughest decision. I bought cars, houses. I did more things that's worth more than a pair of shoes, $300. And what kills me is this. You get people on the line and you share this and expose this information, and people that I came across in my journey all of a sudden had to go to church and pray about making a $300 decision. Never seen that in my life. You know, let me talk to my wife about a $300 decision. Let me talk to my husband about a $300 decision. When we blow that, you know, we blow that at a movies, at a dinner, a couple tips, $300, just like that. So guys, I just want you to understand that we've actually found an industry 2 pots ago, like Mr. Campbell said. The one pot is education and software, period. That's it. Education, software, access to everything that the company has. They spent millions of dollars and you have access to it. That's number 1 part of goal, to teach you how Mr. Terry Wooten, what's up, Mr. Wooten, out to you. And a shout out to all my leaders that's on this call, every single leader. Ahmed, you know, I see you, Terry Wooten, Hilo Morgan, Remy Martin, that's out there and watching. I see you guys, you know, blazing it up. One of Ken Hesser. Shout out to all you guys. But listen, it starts right there. So my favorite educator, now what we have available is just plugging in directly. And I'll tell you my favorite product. My favorite educator is Orrin Wright and also Christopher Derrick. I definitely love Abel Melendez for new people, okay? Abel Melendez for new people. Christopher Derrick's going to be able to unlock you as it relates to his strategies. And Orrin Wright's, man, he's just my man. Orrin Wright is just the dude. So make sure you take those names down. Now, guys, I will tell you, I almost like every single product that IM has available. Okay, I don't use them all, but I'll tell you the one that I definitely stay consistent with is the Vibrata. A lot of people don't understand that the Vibrata is the software that's similar to what the banks are using, that's housed with a lot of different strategies that's in the Vibrata. But here's the cool thing about the Vibrata. For a new guest that don't know anything, for a new person that's completely new, right? The Vibrata gives you the ability, you guys can see that I got a birthday party going right now. They're busting in. I got to be able to lock this door. All right. So the Vibrata is giving you the ability, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to not only jump into strategies, but you got the man, the myth, the legend that's hosting this call, Mr. Andre Campbell, that's in the lab with about 2 or 3, 4 computers that's analyzing the SPX 500 that have paid off some people's house this week. And he's giving you those trades. So it's a no-brainer to be able to tie my new people in who don't even have a lot of time to go through the academy to complete it, to be able to make money. So you can make money right away with the Vibrata as you learn all of our other tools. Guys, I am so proud of this call. This company is going to $1 billion company. I talk a lot. The reason I'm talking a lot, I've been in the lab for the last few days because my wife, and I'll end the call with this, Andre. My wife told me this morning, she looked at me, ladies and gentlemen, and she said this. She said, "You don't have time for me." I said, "Yes, I do." She said, "No, you don't." I say, "Well, I told you, give me 90 days. My head is down for 90 days, ladies and gentlemen. And I needed her and the kids to understand that I'm going to be locked in this lab. I'm in here from morning to night. I'm on phone calls. I'm in the charts. I'm working with the team. And that's the dream, guys. So I'm going to give it back to Andre. My throat's getting dry because I'm definitely talking. Chairman 10 is in the win. Thanks, guys.
Hey, brother, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you for everything you're doing. And tell her, listen, in 90 days, you get that new house for her, brother. It's all going to be worth it. Tell her to hang in there. And we love her. We love you, brother. Thank you for everything you're doing. Enjoy that party. Mr. Greg White, that's him. He told you about being available. If you're listening to this call for the first time, if you're a guest on this call, once again, you do not have to know anything. Zero, nada, nothing. That's how we began. We didn't know anything. It's just like the job you have, right? You didn't walk into that job and say, you know what? I know everything about this job. I'm going to go to work. You know what? You learned the job as you did the job. If you have that same approach with this information, it can literally change your life. We're going to keep it going. He also mentioned Abel Melendez and Mr. Orrin Wright. Definitely check out those educators. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have over 100 of them, over 100, and you're going to have access to each and every one of them. We're going to keep the call going. We're almost done. Almost going to wrap this thing up. A few more people. Listen, this next young lady I want to go out to, she's all the way across the pond, across the ocean, over there in the Netherlands. She's someone I've been working with lately, her and her team. She's definitely committed. You see her on social media. And she told me, say, Andre, you know what? I want to change lives. I want to help as many people as I possibly can to get them in front of this information. And we got a lot of respect for her and we appreciate her. So I want to see if Miss Kamala Joko is on the call from the Netherlands, if she made it to the call today. Let's see if we can get her on. Okay, Kamala, you're unmuted.
Hello.
Hey, there you are. How you doing?
There I'm fine, thank you. Thank you, Andre, for this opportunity that I can come into your call. Hello, everybody. I'm Kamala. I'm 53 years old. I have 2 sons, and I also work in a hospital. I'm a trader in IM for almost 2 years. And I have also had 2 jobs. But because of trading, now I can leave 1 job, just 1 now. Yes. Well, my favorite educators are Lee Allen and Manny Quinones, because I love his voice. And I love, what was it? Harmonic scanner with the vibrata. And the trade ideas of Henry Campbell. Yes. Mr. SPX. Well, what can I tell you? I begin with IM when I was working. I had 2 colleagues of me who knows my situation, how it was, because I was alone, mother, 2 kids. So they asked me to join IM. I said no, because I had already lost a lot of money. In the evening, they asked me on the second job, in the day job, they asked me, I said no. Till one day I said, okay, let me go to presentation, live one. I went there. So there was, Darko was there to show the presentation. So I liked it. I said, okay, I will begin. So that's how I began. And after that, all my uplines went away. So I went to another team, and now I'm working with them, with Sharida and her team. And well, we are less a close family. They are ready to help me with everything. And also, Andre, thank you for your help. And Ahmed and Lawrence, who are already always stands by us to help us. So, well, that's all. Thank you.
Hey, well, thank you. That's what it's all about. And definitely thank you for your service, because anyone right now working in the hospital, essential worker, be safe out there. We appreciate you. And once again, you're doing a phenomenal job reaching out, helping a lot of people. And we know in the next 90 days, you're going to do phenomenal things. You mentioned a gentleman by the name of Darko. Darko, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the gentlemen, one of the foundational pieces of spearheading that movement over there in the Netherlands. A phenomenal leader in his own right. He's traveled here to the U.S. many times. We've done big events. I want to see if Darko's made it a call today. I don't know if he's made it a call or not. He's helping people all around the world. Let me see if Darko's made it a call. Darko, if you're on there, brother, jump on here and give us some words. I'm not sure if he's on the call.
I don't see him.
Okay, we're going to keep it going then. Okay, the last person we're going to bring on is a brand new, he just got promoted. I'm going to let him tell his rank. Gentleman across the pond over there. Once again, we're doing this globally and on a mission. He tells me, Andre, I'm going chairman. I'm going to help many learn how to earn plenty. He's passionate, he's professional, and he's very smooth. So I want to see if David Tinubu has made it a call. David, where you at, champ? Let me see if David's made it a call.
I don't see him on here.
Okay, David didn't make it. Okay, David's probably over there helping someone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap this thing up. And in closing, this is what I want you to understand once again. We found a way to help people around the world take their phones or tablets or computers and really do what the banks have been doing for years. This information is changing lives. I believe it's the #1 income education skill set on the entire planet. And the reason is this: you don't need a boss, you don't need anyone else. You can stay from home. And guess what? If you don't like to talk to people, if you don't like to share information, you can also do this. Keep it to yourself, learn the skill set, plug into the educators, and learn how to prosper. That's the first bag of gold. If you also, like myself and many people on this call, perhaps a person who shared this video with you or invited you to this call, that you also like to share information and give back, guess what? You can also get another piece of the second bag of gold, the best of both worlds, as I call it, and prosper with us. We have all the training, all the calls, all the support, all the tools, all the skills. In closing, if you ever wanted to be in the right place at the perfect time with the perfect product, the perfect leadership, the perfect system, the perfect global movement, I want you to understand you have found it. Congratulations. Welcome to the team. Get back with the person who shared this information with you. Say, listen, I don't understand it all. That guy was talking real fast. He was excited. He was motivated. But you know what? I'm ready to do something different today so my tomorrows can be definitely different. And listen, I want to thank everybody for getting on this call. My big dog, Big L, Mr. Lawrence Young. I met Jama over in the UK. Everyone who spoke, Greg White, Terry Wooten, Anik, everybody, all the other leaders, all the up and coming leaders. Listen, guys, do not quit. Do not stop. This is your time to win. Don't let anybody allow you to miss this opportunity. Because you know what? In life, most people never see it until it's too late. And remember this: God feeds the birds, but he does not throw the worms into the nest. You have to participate in your own success. We got the gold. We're making it happen every day. Lives are being changed. We wake up now when we're finished sleeping. We're excited. We're passionate about life because you know what? We have the options. As always, I'm willing you prosper in life and in business, and we'll see you at the top and at the bank. Everybody have a great time and great day.
Pepito, congrats on P600, brother.
Big congratulations, champ. Big congratulations. Big congratulations.